Member for Flynn.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I'd like to make a contribution this morning about energy and how it is affecting my electorate of Flynn in Central Queensland. There are 86 renewable energy projects that we are aware of in Central Queensland that we're dealing with, and this is creating an enormous amount of angst within the communities. This is deliberate on part of the previous Queensland Government under Code 23 of the Planning Act, under Code 16 of the Vegetation Management Act, which has been deliberately designed so that people have no recourse as to oppose these projects. Now, there are some problems, and I would like to make a prediction in this respect with many of these renewable energy projects, and that is that many of them do have their approvals. However, they do not have financial closure, both from the international companies and the boardrooms and the proponents that are proposing to do this. And the reason for that is that the AEMO has not yet given them connection licences or generation licences. And the reason for that is that the grid is absolutely swamped during the daytime with renewable energy. Now, the problem is that the offtake agreements that many of these proposals rely on are things like green hydrogen, pumped hydro, battery storage, desal plants and all of these sorts of projects. And once again, these projects are years away. So I would suggest that many of the boardrooms are pondering whether they invest billions into these projects without the knowledge that they will be able to make substantial offtake agreements. In Gladstone, as we know, there is Stanwell Corporation, which is a Queensland Government GOC, which is proposing to build a huge hydrogen precinct at Gladstone. Their project involves producing 1,200 tonnes of hydrogen per day, including 800 tonnes of liquid hydrogen. Now, if you look into the reality of something like that, it is an enormous undertaking. Now, there's a guy called Saul Canovic, who is an energy analyst at MST Macquarie, and he has said this: green hydrogen economics are so uncompetitive that even with generous government subsidies and a captive buyer, it still struggles to work. So the reality of that is that many of these offtake projects that will rely on green energy, wind turbines, solar panels and batteries may yet not happen. So that is why the Coalition is proposing a nuclear energy option so that we can provide reliable, constant baseload power.